Hello and welcome everybody to Catalyzing the Future. And my name is Todd Nielsen. I'm one of the organizers for Catalyzing the Future events. And I have with me today as a guest, Mariya Radysh. She is a twice over TEDx and keynote speaker and thought leader on resilience, intentional adaptability, and human potential. Mariya, you've been a guest on our live streams before. Welcome. Good to see you again.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Oh, it's so good to see you. So you're going to be one of the workshop leaders. You're going to be doing a session called Building Core Confidence in an Uncertain World at our December 9th Day of Training event. We're calling them micro workshops. It's going to be a 90-minute session with a lot of one-on-one conversation and interaction. Can you maybe give a little bit of a preview about what someone's going to get out of that workshop with you that day?
I would love to. I'm so delighted, first of all, for you to invite me to participate. And I've seen the lineup of other presenters, and I must say, you say it's micro workshops, but I would say they would give such an incredible value. So that word micro kind of distracts from how incredible this event is going to be on the 9th of December and all the presenters, including myself.
Yeah, no, thank you for saying that. And I mean, I agree. I think the purpose behind convening the micro workshops was to give people practical advice for living during difficult times. And you definitely have a wealth of great ideas to share with people. So would love to hear a little bit more about this session. What's somebody going to get by attending?
A lot, so much. As we know, in order to survive, let alone to thrive, it's not about how strong someone is or how smart someone is to begin with, but how adaptable they are. So it's something that so many specialists are talking about, and we already know that. So how to become utmost adaptable? This is the question. And it's a tricky one because adaptability is a bundle of skills. So it's not just one skill, but an accumulation of different skills. So the skill of confidence is a pivotal one in order to make yourself utmost adaptable. In particular, because when something happens, three elements are very important. How we withstand that event, how quickly we make decisions about what to do next, and how promptly we implement those decisions. So what makes it interesting is that the skill of confidence applies to all three elements. And if we boost that skill, and yes, it is a skill, and I'll keep repeating it, if we boost that skill, it will help us with overall adaptability because it helps with every area of our life and with every element of being adaptable as well.
That's amazing. And I think of, I'm a big Bruce Lee fan. I love all the old movies and everything with him. And I just finished watching like the first season of sort of the Bruce Lee story. I think it was a Chinese based version of his life and kind of talking about his early history. And one of the things he keeps coming back to is that he lives his life with confidence, and that allowed him to be a better martial artist overall and do better things. So it was kind of in the back of my mind as you were sort of talking about the use of that skill and how that, I mean, that helped him in every element of his life.
A few years ago, I started my research into figures that I deem to be successful. So figures who are high achievers, high flyers, figures who have made a really great change, including Bruce Lee, which is a wonderful, wonderful example. And I learned, it was quite a surprise to me, actually. I learned that, once again, it wasn't about the skills that they had. It wasn't about how much knowledge they possessed. It wasn't about their networks or how much money they had at their disposal, whether they had investors or whether they had collaborators or whether they had teams. It all came down to how confident they were. So all those high flyers, high achievers, that one thing that they do have in common is having that skill of confidence. And it's a great news that it is a skill. It means that everyone, absolutely everyone, can develop it further.
So by attending the workshop that you're running, you're going to be spending some time describing how that is a skill and maybe giving people some some exercises or practice that they can take on so that they can become more confident in their day-to-day life?
Absolutely. I always strive to make my workshops and master classes transformational. So you won't hear motivational fluff, but you will hear proper, deeper insights and tips and techniques. So after that workshop, you will walk away knowing what to do next. You will know how your brain operates in regards to confidence, what it is not, why some people are less confident and others are more confident, that it absolutely has nothing to do with introversion or extroversion, for example. But the most important part, that I will share techniques that are very, very, very easy to implement. You just have to be consistent with them, but they're very little tiny things that you do in order to boost your confidence greatly.
I'm excited. I can't wait to attend your workshop, Mariya. Can you maybe tease us with maybe one thing that would be one of the confidence builders for the workshop?
Well, I'm not going to give any spoilers. I'm not going to give out everything. But like one of the examples I can share is that quite often confidence is confused with motivation. But these are actually two different things. Motivation is saying, you can do it, but confidence is not having to say that in the first place. So when we build our confidence, when we become truly self-confident, we no longer have to say to ourselves, you can do it. We're just, we have an idea, we make a decision, and we go with it. So I share that analogy between motivation and confidence being a hot air balloon and hot air. So where motivation is the hot air that you need to keep pumping, otherwise you won't fly. So it's something, as someone said, motivation is like a shower. You need to do it daily. You can't just do it once and that's it. You have to be consistent with motivating yourself. But confidence, once you build it, it's there like that hot air balloon itself. So motivation and confidence is like hot air in the hot air balloon and the hot air balloon itself. You need both to fly, but it doesn't matter how much hot air you pump. If you don't have the balloon to fly on, you won't go far.
I love that. That's wonderful. Mariya, who is the workshop for? Like, do you have any particular people in mind that would benefit from it?
Well, definitely those people who have achieved already certain things in their life and they want to go to the next level, and they know what they want and they have ideas, whether it's in personal life or professional life, whether it's in career or business, and they want to go to the next level and they realize that something is holding them back. So this workshop would be incredible for people like that, because you will see that skill of confidence, working on that skill of confidence, is one of those pieces, major pieces that has been missing. And in order to go to the next level towards our goals and dreams and desires and wants, we really need to work on it, because it doesn't just happen magically. We are born with a certain amount of confidence initially. It is in our DNA. But then through our life, it either decreases or increases. And it's one of the things as well that I've explained why that happens. You can see it often, like someone maybe was a very confident child when they were 5 years old. By the time they're 20, they lack confidence, unfortunately. So we can see it happening very, very often, in particular when it comes to women, unfortunately. When we look at adult women, we are less confident on average than men. But once again, because it is a skill, it means that everyone, absolutely everyone, can develop it. And this is what we're going to talk about predominantly, how to do it.
Mariya, I'm very excited to attend your workshop and to learn more about developing these skills, something we could all use. And for those of you joining us here, whether you're seeing us on Eventbrite or on catalyzingthefuture.com, you can go ahead and sign up for this workshop. It's going to be on December the 9th, along with an array of other events and some other special activities we've got planned for the day. We are continuing the ecosystem of conversations for Catalyzing the Future. And Mariya, thanks again for joining me today.
My absolute pleasure. I'm delighted to collaborate with you and Sai and to be part of this conference. I'm very excited and looking forward to this.
As are we. Thank you.
Thank you.